What is up, guys? It's Midwest Raider coming at you with another video. Hey guys, I just happened to get my hands on some Evolve 50s, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to bring you this video. I happened to borrow these speakers, so I was lucky to be able to do that, so thank you for that. But I just wanted to let you know they've been out for a while now, but they're still about $1,600 speakers, so you're easily going to pay $3,200 for a pair of these guys. Now, I've been more into the budget speakers and showing you guys speakers that work, but definitely have a value to them because they're not this expensive. Now, I would definitely agree with some DJs that you can pretty much do anything with a very good subwoofer and two good cabinet speakers, which would be a lot cheaper than the system. But I would agree with other DJs that this system is just so versatile because it's has pretty decent good bass, and the the top cabs are very, very good. The linear speakers here are very, very good that you can, cover so much. You can do so many gigs with it. Easily could do 0 to, I would say, about 500 people easily with these speakers because you have so much headroom, so much volume that you can push out. The only thing that I would say with the higher amounts of people is, like other DJs have said as well, that, this pole is not adjustable. So you can't raise it up higher to be able to, push the sound farther out over those people. So now, a lot of times at these events, you might have that many people, but you're not going to have all 500 people on the dance floor at the same time. So, that's where I kind of say that there. Other than that, guys, I'll kind of compare these a little bit to my budget speakers, but it's really hard to do that because, like I say, when you're paying $1,600 for a speaker, you're hoping that it's going to blow all that other stuff out of the water. So let's just jump into these speakers and I'll give you a quick overview. There's a lot of videos out there, but I thought this would be a good opportunity to give you my opinion on what I think about these Evolve 50s. Now, I have used them in the past, have heard them in the past, so I kind of know a little bit about them. But like I said, I just at the time didn't think it was worth paying $1,600 when I could, invest in some other things and it would do the same thing and get my jobs done that I need to do because I'm not doing really, really huge gigs. I usually do, 200 to 250 gigs, or sorry, 250 people gigs. So I usually don't need, a lot of equipment at these gigs and a lot of huge equipments as well. But like I said, let's get into these speakers. First, I'll give you a quick overview of the speaker. I'll get you down in there, take a look at it, and then we'll switch around and I'll give you a sound test and give you my thoughts as well on it. But let's look at this speaker down here. I have one right here, you can see, and I'm just going to show you the ease of setting it up. The poles will only go in one way, so it would be really easy for setup. Grab your top and you throw it on there and boom, you're good to go. Very, very cool, guys. Easy setup. No wires up here, so it looks very, very clean. And then you just hook up at the bottom and you're good to go. So very, very cool. Takedown is the same. Reversed, so you just take your top and there's a nice handle on there to be able to do that. Take your pole out, put these in the bags, and you're good to go. Now, I would suggest buying the bags, guys, because if you're going to pay $3,200 for a system like this, protect your investment, guys. Get the bags, get them safe, keep them safe in the bags. It's going to save wear and tear, and it's also going to make the system still look very, very good for you. So I'll show you the bags real quick as well. Right here, very, very cool. They have foam on the inside, so everything fits in there very well. Like I said, foam on the inside. Zip handles, everything you need to carry these around. So very, very cool. And that's for the top pieces. They also make bags for the subwoofers right here, guys. And you just open this little flap. Subwoofer goes in there. It's like a little suitcase. Has a handle, and it also has a little like suitcase holder with wheels on the bottom. So makes it a little bit more portable. They're still a little bit heavy compared to some of the other stuff, the array systems that I have. But like I said, they are a little bit better, but we'll talk about that in a minute. All right, guys, so protect your equipment and get bags as well, my opinion. Right now I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna take you into the speaker, guys, so you can take a look at it. I'll explain it a little bit, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts and a quick sound test, and we'll wrap it up. This is going to be a really quick, easy video just to get my opinions on what I think about the Evolve 50. All right, guys, I'm going to show you the features on this bad boy. Luckily, I got some good light right here. So you can see that you have a little display here, which is your Quick Smart DSP display for the monitor. You have your master volume here, but you click it in to go through your options here. But you have line volume here and mic, line volume here and mic, and then an aux volume here, which does have 3.5 millimeter jack and RCAs, which is very cool. I love it when these systems have RCAs or 3.5 millimeter jack, just because it makes it easy to hook up to anything. So you do have combo jacks here, quarter jack or XLR on your inputs here for your microphone or your other source. For your line, you have a through, so you can, like I said, through it to another speaker, and you also have a mix out as well to go to your other speaker as well. So very, very cool that they have other outputs for you there. Let's go look at your display here, see if I can get in there. There we go. So you push to unlock, and that is how you adjust your level. Like I said, you can keep them at 0 though, and like I said, adjust from there. Now you have different modes. I keep mine in a live mode. I heard that's a very good to keep it in, and I would agree, it sounds very, very good. But you do have speech, club, and music. Keep mine in live. You can go to your sub level. I have mine positive a little bit, like I said, because I think they need a little bit more bass. Treble I have at 0, mids I have at 0, frequency this is 1.2. I keep mine at usually 0 there as well. Let's see, and then the bass I have at 0. I usually just do that with the sub level, just turn that up and not actually the bass. Power, phantom powers are off, so you can, if you have a microphone that needs power, mix out left to right. There's a delay on there. Can turn the LED on the front on and off. Display, that's for the dimmer. Bluetooth, so it does have Bluetooth. And then your exit. So definitely a lot of features there, guys. Like I said, there's the back. Here's your plug-in and your on and off switch. I just shut it off. But then you have your amplifier down here. And the sub is very, very nice. Looks very, very professional. Nice handles on the side. Here's your pole right here. It's not adjustable. And then your drivers, but has a handle on there as well. So very, very, very nice, guys. And here's one all set up. There's the front, lights on, and then there's your speaker. All right, let's get you back on the stand and we'll finish this up. What is up, guys? So I'm bringing you the second half of my video with the Evolve 50 speakers. So this is the part where I kind of break it down, tell you my thoughts, tell you what I think of the system. Now, we just looked at what the speaker has for accessibility on the back of the channels and everything. Having a 3.5 millimeter jack is awesome. RCAs, always a great feature. Bluetooth, the combo jacks, a couple channels to be able to hook up different things into it. And then the display to be able to work with the EQ and do certain things like that is awesome. So you definitely get a lot of features with this speaker. So you can't complain about not having those types of things with the price that you're paying. But although you're paying that price, I still think it's a little bit excessive. $15.99, $16.99 for the speaker. More than likely, you're going to want a pair of them. So you're talking about $3,200 or more. You're talking about buying the bags with it as well. Like I said, if you're going to pay for something like this, make sure you invest in some bags because you're going to want to protect this equipment. So you're talking around almost $4,000, guys, with taxes and everything. You're looking at a $4,000 bill. And really, to be all honest, although this is a great system, I I just can't fight myself to pay that much for a system like this. Although it would be really great, the versatility, it is light, it's easy to set up. It's not the lightest, but it is easy to set up. The Evolve 30 that just came out might be a little bit lighter and more in that bracket. But it's still, I think, overpriced as well. I think the Evolve 30 should be around $9.99, and the Evolve 50 should be around the $12.99 that the Evolve 30 is starting out right now. I wish they was a little bit more price friendly to DJs, like for mobile DJs and DJs that aren't making giant amounts of money out there, to be able to afford some of this equipment. Although I do have some EV speakers, cabinet speakers, and some JBLs and some of the PV equipment, and I've had all kinds of equipment, guys, and I've definitely paid all kinds of prices for different equipment, but I've never paid $16.99 for a whole system like this, because I just can't fight that price. When I definitely in my head know that I can go buy, say, like the ProRec PR18s. I can get 2 of those for around $500, $600, and then I could get 2 really nice Avante 12s cabinet speakers for $599. So I'm still around the $2,000 range, if not less than that, and I'm not paying $4,000. So, and I can definitely cover the crowd that these could cover as well with those 2 subs and those 2 cabinet speakers. So I just can't fight the price, although these are very, very good speakers with the bags. They're very portable. They work very good. The subwoofer, 1,000 watts power here, 12-inch subwoofer, all your capabilities hook right into it. 8 3.5-inch drivers on the top here. So very, very good clear highs, mids, and there's bass there. It's not the craziest bass, but there is bass there. In my standards, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, because I'm not a really bass heavy person at my gigs, depending on my crowd. But these would definitely suffice and could definitely cover many things. Now, don't get me wrong, if I could afford something like this, this would definitely be in my arsenal, because it could cover so many things, and it would be a go-to for all types of gigs. But like I said, I can't fight that price right now when I know I could go get other equipment that'll work just as good, and I'll still be able to cover those 200 to 250 people gigs that I normally do. I don't do a lot of people gigs, and these could easily cover that, and easily cover probably up to 500 people, probably, if they're not all on the dance floor at one time, which that probably isn't going to be likely most of the time, but definitely could cover that. But I don't really need that, and like I said, I could buy other equipment that could cover that many people anyways, and I could make the poles go higher. Like, this is not an adjustable pole, so you can't get these up there high enough to cover all those people. So like I said, I could spend a good amount of money on really good speakers, and it's still not this expensive. So like I said, I wish they were a little bit more obtainable for other DJs out there, but they're just not in my bracket, I would say, and I can't fight that price to what I could get in replace of this and still cover that many people and get the job done. I think that's the biggest thing, is get the job done, make your client happy, and if you sound good, DJ good, with the equipment that you have, you're going to get the job done and everything's good to go. So, but like I said, don't get me wrong, this is a great system. I love the way the bags work with it. Very easy to set up, very easy to take down. The headroom on these are crazy. Like, you have so much volume to play with, which is awesome. And compared to my other systems, yes, I have to crank those up a lot more to be able to get the same volume. So you're definitely running those at more risk at high volume all the time, but they get the job done, and I'm still using them, and they're still working pretty good. A year and a half later, still good equipment, still working for me, and I paid way less. and that's for more of my budget equipment. And I do have other equipment that's, you know, intermediate equipment, I would say. It's not the most expensive stuff, but it is still pretty expensive, like my EV stuff and my LD stuff that I use a lot as well. But like I said, I've used these other systems and they've worked just as good, and they're, you know, maybe 2 times less the price of some of this equipment. So I just kind of wanted to add in that. But like I said, don't get me wrong, if I could afford this, if you could afford this, this is a great system. Definitely, like I said, a good combination between the tops and the bottoms. Lots and lots of headroom, lots and lots of volume for you to cover big crowds. So a great system. Like I said, I just can't fight the price that it's at when I know I can get other equipment that would cover that same amount of people, and it's going to be a lot cheaper, guys. So those are just my opinions, guys. Let me know what you guys think, if I'm thinking on the same level you guys are, or if you just think that having equipment like this is the way to go, because you can cover so many different crowds and, you know, still have easy setup and takedown, and you would just need these. But that would be, you know, your opinion. I like to have a wide assortment of stuff for different crowds, because you never know what kind of gig you might get and what kind of people or what kind of age bracket of people that you're going to be playing for, and they might want a little bit more of this, a little bit more of that, different types of music, which require, you know, a different type of sound sometimes. So just my opinion, guys. But like I said, very clear speakers, very good. So let me give you guys a little bit of sound test. There's really no reason to give you guys a sound test. Put some headphones on, but because these sound very good for $1,600 speakers, you're hoping that these are going to sound very nice, and they do. Like I said, it's a good combination. Good highs, good lows. For bigger crowds, you probably want more lows, but you know, they do handle very nicely for what they are. So, and that's a 12-inch sub, so you're getting that all out of a 12-inch sub and 8 3.5-inch full drivers on the top with 1,000 watts of power. So let me give you a quick sound test, guys, and we'll wrap it up here.
DJ Martini Midwest.
Alright guys, this is a quick sound test. Like I said, very loud. Like I have all the volumes flat. I have the actual volume on my tablet is, you know, just a little bit over half. So the volume that you get out of these is just incredible, and you would hope that for what you're paying for it. So you're definitely going to get volume out of them. You're definitely going to be able to cover giant crowds, you know, more than, you know, I normally do. Like I said, 200 to 250 people. That would be easy for these to do. Like I said, I could imagine you could do 500 people gigs with 2 of these with no issues. So very cool with the headroom and the volume you can get out of them. Very good speakers. Like I said, I just can't warrant the price tag on them. If I could afford it, I guess I could warrant that price tag. But if you're you know, a working DJ, you know, every penny counts and all that kind of stuff. I just can't warrant the price tag when you could go get, you know, 2 nice cabinets and 2 nice subwoofers and still cover the amount of people that you can cover with these. So That's just my opinion, guys. Like I said, if I could afford them, they would be in my arsenal, and I would have a pair of EV Evolve 50s. So hopefully, EV sees this video and maybe lowers their price down a little bit on these. And the EV 30s, I think it'd be great if they were more like a $999, $1,000 speaker, and these were $1,299, a $1,300 speaker. I think that would make more sense. But that's just my opinion, guys. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you guys have heard these before. Like I said, compared to my other arrays that I have, these definitely, I would say they sound better just because of the volume level that you can get out of them. But I can still, like I said, crank those up, run them a little bit higher, and still get good volumes out of them for the people that I have to cover, and also good sound. They still sound very good. They have a good amount of bass, and they still sound pretty good for the systems that I've had and brought you reviews on. I'll still say those sound pretty good as well, but these definitely have volumes to cover big amounts of people. So that's where we're at, guys. Like I said, you just have to weigh the price tag on your mind. Is it worth the price tag, investing that much, or would you rather get a smaller system at a more affordable price tag that could probably do the same thing and get you through, get the job done? Just my opinion, guys. Tell me what you guys think. This has been my review on the Evolve 50, the Evolve 50s from EV Electro Voice. So thank you so much for checking me out. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Please like and subscribe if you're not subscribing already. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, I'm trying to build my channel, bring honest reviews to you guys, bring you honest opinions and my thoughts, and tell you what I think, guys. So if you guys have any more questions or anything, let me know. I try to respond to everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Midwest Raider, DJ Martini Midwest, and DJ Martini Services on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and more videos to come, guys. Talk to you guys later.